Here's a controversial take to start this episode. The talent is the hero. If your employer brand still revolves around your recruitment needs, your shiny tech stack, or your latest product feature, you're not branding a company. You're actually feeding a leadership ego. And unfortunately, egos won't scale. Welcome back to the Story-Driven Business Podcast. I'm your host, Susanna Rantanen, the creator of the Magnetic Employer Branding Method and the author of Story-Driven Employer Branding. If you're new here, a warm welcome to the show, formerly known as Building a Modern Employer Brand. And if you've been with me for a while, and thank you for sticking around as we level up together into the business storytelling era. As I continue my journey post my book launch, I want to expand our conversation beyond HR and into the boardroom. My mission is to help growth-minded leaders and ambitious professionals understand how brand strategy built around people, not products or services, transforms business impact, especially in B2B and knowledge-intensive sectors where competitive advantage is no longer found in features or pricing, but in people. Today's episode is one of the most pivotal episodes I've ever recorded because it introduces a narrative and leadership shift that I believe every modern CEO, founder, CMO, and CHRO needs to hear. The talent is the hero. This one shift changes everything from your leadership communication to your culture, your recruitment, and your brand reputation. What if your employees were the protagonists of your business strategy? Not a supporting act, not the background cast, but the main characters in your company's success story. I know it sounds radical, but it's the very foundation of modern magnetic employer branding. When we start positioning our people as the heroes and ourselves, the leaders, the executives, the founders, as the guides, we unlock a level of emotional connection, innovation, and commitment that no campaign or policy can buy. And this is not fluff. This is the science of influence and the heart of the magnetic employer branding method. We live in a business world that still worships the visionary founder, the genius CEO, the spotlight-hungry executive. Think Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or even influencers turned executives. And while there's nothing wrong with strong leadership, I cast myself as one of those, there is something deeply flawed in the hero complex narrative. Because when leadership tries to be the hero of the story, there's no space left for the actual people doing the work to feel seen, recognized, or essential. And the result? Engagement plummets. Talent leaves. And your business becomes known as a place where ideas go to die under the weight of ego. But here's the good news. There is another way, and it starts with a simple but powerful narrative shift. This idea is deeply rooted in both narrative science and human behavior. In the magnetic employer branding method, one of the 5 key principles is this: the talent is the hero. And the second one of the 5 key principles is that the employer is their trusted guide. This isn't just theoretical, it's inspired by the work of storytelling experts like Joseph Campbell and Donald Miller, who's the author of Building a Story Brand, and it's backed by neuroscience and behavioral psychology. In every great story, the hero is the one with the challenge, the problem, the dream, the pain, and the guide helps them overcome the obstacles. Think of Yoda mentoring Luke Skywalker, Dumbledore guiding Harry Potter, or Haymitch coaching Katniss Everdeen. Now imagine your leadership team playing that role in your business narrative, not controlling the story, but enabling your people to triumph in it. And I want to tell a little secret here. When you learn to position yourself as the guide and using this same strategy with your clients, with your customers, you will create the same impact in your sales and customer success. So let's go back. So when you narrate your business strategy as a support system for your employees' success, retention rises, innovation kicks in, and trust becomes your default culture. And best of all, your brand becomes human, relatable, magnetic. I want to share an example. Oftentimes, entrepreneur-led firms, especially in technology sector, have a classic founder-led narrative. The entire brand revolves around our innovation, our story, our genius, our products, our services, our history. And the employees, they are nowhere in this narrative, which makes them feel that they are not invested in, they are not part of it. Especially when their contributions are what turns those innovations from ideas to commercial products and services. Now, flipping the narrative around from the focus on innovations and company story to real and raw transformation stories about the people behind the innovation and their experiences on turning those innovations from ideas to sellable products is far more telling about the business than focusing on the tip of the iceberg. Topics like stories of new hires, employees growing into leaders during the innovation and growth times, teams tackling hard customer and development problems, and individuals overcoming personal barriers at work make your employer brand many more times compelling than any messaging that emphasizes the company or the leadership as the heroes. Now, reframing the leadership voice as the guide, here's how we support, here's how we believe in, or the path to our people and customers is key to the narrative shift, and the talent is the hero positioning. When you stop making it about the company and instead make it about the people is what empowers your talent audience, both internally and externally, to tribute their work and share their inspirational stories externally. And this is what happens when you make the talent the hero. I want to talk to you a little bit about why this matters in the new economy. In 2025 and beyond, talent is no longer a resource. It is actually your intellectual capital. In knowledge-based industries and B2B markets, your people are your value creation mechanism. They build the product, they serve the customers, they improve your processes, solve your crisis, and design the future of your company. And the companies that win won't be the ones with the loudest sales pitch. They'll be the ones with the most trusted people and their stories that inspire. And trust me, those stories only stick if the protagonist is someone your audience can see themselves in. Now, how can you implement this shift as a leader? I have 4 tips for you. First, audit your leadership communications. Are you always the subject? Try flipping the spotlight from your business or from your leadership, from your products, from your services to your people and the outcomes that they are providing for your customers. When you speak to your clients, then flip the spotlight to them. Use social media to lift up your people, share their growth stories, celebrate their milestones, make them the face of your strategy. Narrate your strategy differently. Say, our job as leaders is to remove blockers, offer clarity, and give people the conditions to thrive, and then own it. And ask yourself daily, who did I help shine today? This is story-driven leadership in its simplest form in action. Your key takeaways from this episode are that your talent is always the hero, full stop. Your leadership role is the guide, not to dominate, not to shine the spotlight on yourself. The magnetic employer branding method teaches this shift as a foundational mindset, not just a messaging tool. Retention, innovation, and trust improve when talent feels narratively empowered. And I want to leave you with this. The best leaders aren't remembered for being the loudest voice in the room. they're remembered for being the voice that helped others find theirs. So this week, instead of writing your next LinkedIn post about what you accomplished, write about the incredible journey of someone in your team. Let them be the hero, because you might be surprised just how powerful that makes you. If you've enjoyed this episode, follow this podcast, Story Driven Business Podcast, with me, Susanna Rantanen. Leave a review or share this episode with a fellow leader ready to make the shift from hero to guide. Until next time, keep leading with story and make your talent the hero of your employer brand story.